All right, so I'm testing. Okay. Does the mic work now? I think so. All right, let's little by little. I'm in a completely different place now, so okay. I'm not sure if anything's working at all. I am currently on vacation, so I'm hoping that this is coming across. I'm going to keep looking off to the side because I did set up another screen over here on this side, but this is where I'm working at. So if I need to check the chat, I'm going to be looking off to the side to look at that. I had to change my settings on my microphone and all that. All right. Thanks, babe. So I had to change my microphone and everything because it was all set up for my station and now it's set up for when I'm traveling. So I just didn't realize that I was going to have to change all that. So I see now that there are 4 viewers. Thank you so much for being here. I got started a little later than usual. I try to go on live a few minutes before I announced the time just to make sure that everything's working. But again, being in the hotel, I have pool hair. We just got out of the pool a little while ago, but being in the hotel is just kind of hard to get this situated. But I really wanted to get this one done before the end of the summer because we use this so much. So before I get into that, if you're watching the replay or if you're here live, I just want to remind you that liking the live really helps. It helps it get seen, pushed out, and for other teachers or just viewers to find it. And also, it helps my channel grow. So if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did that. It definitely helps me. I'm trying really hard to get to that 1,600. I'm getting super close to 1,400. I have a giveaway going on right now for the 2 Stanley Cups. Just take a look at my videos if you're interested in entering that. Today's the last day to enter. And then tomorrow in the morning, I'm going to put together that list of entries. And then I'm going to spin a wheel live on Tuesday of next week. So just kind of just wanted to put it out there in case you haven't entered and you want the opportunity for one of those. So without much further ado, though, let's go ahead and get started. I will be looking at the chat. My plan for today is kind of to finish off a presentation on Canva that I have already started that I am going to give on Monday. So on Monday, I am going to be doing a session for multilingual learner education, and I am tasked to create and share some activities for the math department. So I'm going to be doing that for part of that 4-hour training that we have going on. So I'm putting together my slides for that. So and then with all that, because of our last live and all the questions that we were getting, I decided to just kind of do a little bit of a deep dive of all of the different things that I use Canva for. If you are an educator, so if you're here because you are a teacher, all you got to do is create a Canva account using your school email address. So whatever address you have, or you can even use your personal one and then give Canva your like school credential and all of that. And then the pro version of Canva is free for us. So again, pro version of Canva is free for educators. You definitely want to take advantage of that because there are so many features that are unlocked with the pro version. If you are not a teacher though, and you are here because you wanted to see like how you can edit videos or make your thumbnails for YouTube or things like that, I would highly suggest that you spend the little bit of money. It's not that expensive to get the pro version because it does unlock a lot of the features that I'm going to talk about. You do need the pro version to be able to do some of those things, but I think it's totally worth it. All of the templates that are there really give you a nice starting point. So there's tons and tons to choose from. I mean, you can make reels, you can make shorts for YouTube, you can make awards for students, you can make presentations like your PowerPoints and things like that for teaching, you can make worksheets. So there's tons and tons and tons. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've already made. Hi! Awesome. Yes, it really does. Hi, Dee Dee. It definitely pays to have that Pro Canva account. Dee Dee, if you have a second to stick around, I just kind of want to share some of the things that I use it for because I've been using it so much. Like, I've been helping to make reels for Candy or to make little images, and same for my channel. But the video editing tools are also amazing to add little things to your videos. So I am going to share that in a little bit, but I'll show that right now. And then once I kind of show everything that I've made, if you have any questions during like what I'm showing, I'm more than happy to share. And then I'm just going to work on my own presentation that I have for Monday. Hi, Kim. Thanks so much for being here. So, okay, so this is Canva, right? It's just canva.com. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with it. Again, if you are a teacher, hands down, you're not coming out of pocket. Just sign up for it. It takes, like, I think they like verify your account in less than 24 hours. So you apply for it, and then that same day, within that same working day, you'll have access to all the features. So here is one thing that I use it for. These are, if you are following me on YouTube, this is how I make my thumbnails. So these are my thumbnails for YouTube. If you look here, I have tons, right? So all the teacher ones that I've made, and the plus all of the ones that I've made for my YouTube channel. I save them here just in case. I love that you are able to just quickly duplicate, right? So you just use this little duplicate button to make another one, and then now I can edit this background. So I could take my picture and put something else in there. Let me see if I have another picture of myself here. That's the same one. I tend not to save too many. I erase, but so I'm just dragging that and dropping it. So here's another picture of me from another video. So it's super easy to just click on the picture, go to edit image, and remove the background. So notice how that removing of the background is a pro feature. Right, but now from here, I can flip the image if I wanted to. Like maybe I want it to be going this way. I can move everything around, make it as big as I want. And then I like to, for example, the position of your image, send it all the way. I like to send it to the back and then move it forward little by little. I mean, that would be where I'd want it. So that would be another thumbnail. Super easy. Thank you. I was super excited in this picture because it was, the Argentina final. We'll see how the Olympics keeps going. I mean, I haven't been watching much of it, but thank you. Yeah, so this is another. So I use this a lot. I make the thumbnails in like 5 seconds. But before I just move on from the thumbnails, I know I'm not seeing a lot of questions, but I didn't create this thumbnail to start off with. All I did was I searched for them. So in the Canva homepage, let me see, I just searched for YouTube thumbnail. And under Canva templates. And here are so many. And then this is the one that I used. So this big text, how to YouTube. So I just like this thick text here. And then I went to customize and I just started deleting everything I didn't want. Kept just the text that was already made for me and then edit it. But look at how many like really good ones there are here. So you can 100% find one that meets like your aesthetic or what you're doing to make these. I also like using these for my Canvas page for school, right? So I will make like my topic for Canvas on or Google Classroom. That's another one. If you teach with Google Classroom header. Look at all the Google Classroom headers, and they're already all they're already all like nice. All you got to do is just switch them up a little bit. I use these if I'm going to be using Google Forms. So, for example, if I'm going to be sending out a quiz through Google Forms, or a questionnaire, like at the beginning of the year, we use like getting to know you questionnaires and things like that. I use this Google Classroom header. I just search for one that I like. Again, I teach math, right? So, like, this is a really good one here. So, I would click on here. Of course, again, internet. So, okay, for sure. Here's this one. The other one wasn't opening for some reason, but I think it's my internet right now. I'm hotel internet. But I'm gonna go to customize, and then it's really just as easy as just adding Mrs. Corrals, and then math class. Then you can add something like here, maybe get to know you. Super, super simple. And then to download, you just go to file and then you download it and you put it on your Google form. So this one's super. Oh, thanks, Dee Dee. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So again, for thumbnails, for Google Classroom things, just search it. If for whatever reason you can find something that's already made, which I highly doubt it because there's things for everything in here, you can always just resize it. So you can size it into the size that you need. So custom sizing, and you can resize your page. An intro to a live. What do you mean an intro? Did mine have an intro? Oh, like right now when I had the like starting soon? Is that what you're asking, Kim? Because I like on my videos I have like the little intro at the beginning. I just do that with the editor. But for when you're going live, it's because I don't go live directly with YouTube. I use Streamlabs, which is a free software. So I mean you can definitely get the paid version, but I use I'll put it in the thing right here, Streamlabs. So I downloaded the desktop version. There's also a cell phone version, but because I do it on the computer, yeah, Streamlabs. You can't do it from the YouTube app, but Streamlab is free. Though at least I use the free version. And then you can, and I made my starting page here. So watch. I'll look for that too. Let's go back to streaming. Look at all the templates. So these are like your starting soon things. Let's see if I can find the one that I use one of these cutesy ones, but like this one. So you can just put like your name, you can put your picture there, and then you just toggle between the two. Let me see if I can get. All right, I'm going to bring my Streamlabs over and let's see what happens. I'm not sure if it's going to go wonky or not. Hold on. You're going to see a million. This is my Streamlabs. I have it on the other screen right now. But right here, right, this is the live scene right now, which is what I have. But if I change it to the starting soon real quick, there's my starting soon page, which is what you should be able to see. And then I have the ending soon scene. So you just toggle between them. But that software, again, it's free to use and it's super, super easy to use. I hope that answers your question. But I also did make that using Canva. I know. Well, it was the same for me. So before, because I have this big Facebook group, right? And before in the Facebook group, I would have to go live through Zoom because I wanted to share my screen. And I didn't understand how people went live sharing their screen. So I'm like, dude, I need to show them how to do something, but I can't do it unless I'm on Zoom. So I would go on Zoom, but then that would restrict it to how many people could be there. Yeah. So it was driving me crazy. And then my husband's like, just use a streaming service. And I was like, I'm not going to pay for a streaming service to go live like a couple times. And then he's like, you don't have to pay for it. It's free. So here we are now. We can totally but seriously, download it. And if you have any issues, we can totally like FaceTime or something down the road. And I'll help you figure it out. But yeah, another thing you can use Canva for. Okay, so I talked about these already. This is what I'm going to be working on. So this is just a presentation. Sorry. This is just a presentation. Again, I'm doing mine is on the importance of pre-teaching vocabulary for all subjects. And then I have to add my math specific resources at the end. So yeah. Oh, yay, Didi. There we go. 18 minutes in. I got a lot to show, man. I love this stuff. I like live for this. But this is what I'm going to be working on. Eventually, if I don't have any more questions and stuff, I'm going to dive right into it here. This is, if you look here on the side though, like if you're creating a presentation for like any kind of work that you're doing, this is so much better than PowerPoint because it's already made for you. So like if you notice this one, it's like going page to page to page, moving here on the side. This is a pre-made PowerPoint presentation, and all you got to do is add bits and pieces. So this was a pre-made PowerPoint, and then at the end you can download it as a PowerPoint, or you can present directly from Canva if you have access to the internet. So I'm going to download it because I'm going to share this in Zoom. So eventually I'll download it as a PowerPoint when I have it ready. You can also download it as a PDF. If you download it as a PDF, all your little clickable things, like if you added links to it, they will be live links. So if you share that PDF and you want to redirect them to a different website, they'll all be linked in there too. So it's awesome to work directly on here. Now I think what's next? Let's see. Here's a workbook next. Oh, keep interrupting all you want. I'm happy to answer questions. Okay, so absolutely. It's just kind of free form. That's how the lives have been going. So based on questions, this is what I really wanted to talk about today, but unfortunately, now zoom in. Unfortunately, I wanted to show how I used it in my classroom, in my virtual classroom for state testing. But we lost access over the summer, and I'm not getting access again until Monday. So they're opening up our access again on the 5th. So I couldn't show the second part of this. So here's a big tip. If you are a teacher, do everything on a personal computer and save it, because then if you quit working for that district and you're going to move on, you're going to lose all the things that you made. And I mean, I didn't quit working for my school. I am still going, and I appreciate them taking away our access because it also makes you want to work over the summer, and we shouldn't. We should really take the summer for ourselves if we wanted to. But I really did want to show you guys how I use it, and I can't. So that's a little bit annoying, but I'll show what I did. So my school was really adamant about making sure that we didn't bombard students with state testing prep. So, right, like it's all like, oh, the state testing is coming up in a week. So then it's just state test, and the kids get overwhelmed. So instead, what my district did is we broke it down to 12 weeks. So 12 weeks of prep. And I know that sounds daunting, but that made it so that 3 times a week, we worked with students on one problem for state testing. So they were only doing 3 state testing type problems a week. So it's like nothing, right? Like it really boils down to a warm up. And it really did help kids just kind of get used to the wording. So this is what I made for my kids. I did share this in the Facebook group if you're interested. It's for state testing for math. It ranges from 6th grade all the way to 8th grade. But if you teach 11th grade and you know your kids are taking the state test in 11th grade, this will also still work for that because, it's just the way that state testing is worded. So what I did for this one, I resized it so that it would be an 8.5 by 11. Therefore, I can print it if I wanted to. So it is an 8.5 by 11 printable workbook. And all I did was just, these are text boxes. I went into the state testing site, took problems from there, and made a problem for every word of the day. So for example, evaluate was one word. So then here is a question using that word. Then analyze. So here's a question using that word. Then evidence. So here's a question using that word. And stuff like that. So that's what I did. Hi, Cami. Thanks for popping by. We're talking about Canva. You know, Cami, on one of your last videos, you said I should learn how to edit. That's what we're doing right now. Also, today's the last day for my giveaway, and Yota still hasn't seen my video. So I'm kind of sad about that. She didn't see my ugly bag. But yeah, so this is the workbook. This one's huge. I already shared it. So if you're part of that Facebook group, go and grab it. But this is what I wanted to share. So because I lost access, this one? Yeah, so what I did is using this software called ClassKick. If you're familiar with ClassKick, is pretty awesome. But I made a video for every one of those problems. So my kids are not working those problems out themselves. They're simply just watching me do it. So that I did it in advance.
Okay, so here is video number 2 for week 11, and the word of the day is accurate, right? So we want to make sure that we are error-free, that we don't make any mistakes, so mistake-free. It says this table shows a proportional relationship.
Yeah, so that's just me going through, and then they have that access to those videos, so as they're working out those problems, they can see that. So yeah. Oh, it's okay. Math is amazing. Okay, so workbooks, right? So look at how many there are here also on the side. Like how easy it is. Notebook covers. So many are, I don't want to replace mine. But they have daily planners. If you are a planner, Dee Dee, we were just talking about that. Like you could build your own perfect planner here and then print it, or if you have an iPad, download it as a PDF so you can annotate it on like an iPad and make your own perfect planner, your own perfect journal. There's just so many templates to choose from. So that's another one. I'm going to close this one. And here's the same state testing workbook. If you wanted to download this as a PDF, all you got to do, go to share and then download, and then it'll default to PDF. I know, Cami, look at my thumbnails. Hold on. Do I still have them up? Look. We just did the... I know, the pro version. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Dee Dee, you said you pay for Canva. How much is it, if you don't mind sharing, or if you know? I know it's not it's not like break the bank. It's so worth it, because you could also even there's an app for it, so you could do it on your phone, right? So everything that you do on the computer also gets saved on your phone. So it's amazing. But look at how easy this is, Cami. Ready? Let's make one for Cami. Hold on. I'm gonna cheat. I don't know if she's still here. Let's see. Let's take one of her thumbnails. This one. I screenshotted Cami, and we're gonna just quickly make a thumbnail for her. Let's duplicate and take this one out. here is a new nail. Lower, make it a little smaller. And we're gonna upload. So here's the uploads. I'm gonna go to upload files and bring in that picture that I just screenshotted of Cami. Oh no, what happened? Did I lose you guys? My screen just went black. Oh no, you guys are there. Okay. So here's Cami. Let's see if, I mean, this is a screenshot, so it might not work, but let's see if it lets me remove the background. Oh, there we go. Look at how easy that was, Cami. Position. Bam. I'm sorry. I like that one. I love this picture. There, I erased it. But it was so easy. You just remove your background and you just throw it in there. You can even, I mean, if you really want a whiteboard, you can put a whiteboard up. You can make it look like a whiteboard. Super easy. Send me a picture and tell me what you want to say and I'll make you a couple. And then you can do your own after. I don't need another job though. I'm happy with mine. All right, I'm gonna close the thumbnails now though because I do eventually want to get to the videos and the presentation. This is a certificate of achievement. Same thing. If you are a teacher, I was tasked this year for the first time. I am one of the EL coordinators. This year I'm going to be one of the ELD leads. And I was tasked to create certificates of achievement for our kids that were reclassifying as English language proficient. And because of that, I had no idea where to start to make a certificate of achievement. So what did I do? I looked on Canvas. So certificate of achievement, easy peasy. And look, the first one that comes up are the ones that I used. Right, so this is what it looked like, and I changed it slightly so that it has our school logo and all of that, but look at how many there are. So easy to make. It doesn't matter, you could do it on your cell phone. I know you have a newer iPhone because I saw your live with it. You showed it on your live with Missy and Yota. But you don't need a computer for it. But yeah, so certificates of achievement, huge, right? The kids love them. If you teach elementary school, right? Kids absolutely love getting certificates and they are so easy to make, especially if you have like a printing budget and you're able to print things in color at your school. Make them certificates for everything. Like they love it. Or at least I did. I liked like anytime that I got a certificate for anything, like when I learned a new multiplication table, for example, or I mastered, I don't know, my sight words, and they would give us a certificate, I would mail them to my grandma in Argentina. So I was so proud of myself. But these really give you this sense of like, oh, I did it, I achieved it. The kids love them and they're here and they are free if you're a teacher or if you have the pro version. Okay, let me see, do I have, here's my here is my video editing now. Okay, I went ahead and I added little strawberries because this was the presentation, the celebration that I was talking about a little while ago for our multilingual learners that reclassified as English language proficient. So we had a celebration for them. They got their certificates, and we talked to the schools about how hard it is for kids to actually reach that. So what this is kids that come into the school system not knowing English. So they are classified as English language learners. And then eventually they pass this test, the LPAC, which is really hard. It's not an easy test. And then they get reclassified as English language proficient. So I had to go through that program myself when I was a kid, and I moved here from Argentina. So $12.99, yeah, exactly. It's not a lot. It's definitely not a lot if you are using it, right? Like if you are using it for YouTube and you are making thumbnails and you are editing and you are like, there's just so much in here. So I mean, if I stopped teaching and I lost my version, I would 100% pay for it. There's no doubt in my mind. Okay, so this is a presentation that I made. What I did is I just downloaded a presentation. Okay, I downloaded a presentation, and if you look, some of the slides, right? So I put whatever background I wanted, and then some of the slides in here have a video. So this is a video of myself. I removed the background. So same way that you remove the background from your pictures, with Canva, if you have the pro version, you can remove the background of your video. So if you don't like if you're recording and you're not a fan of your background, you can literally remove it and then add yourself somewhere else. So for example, this is our principal, and she was giving a congratulations to the students. She didn't like her background, so I just removed it and I put congratulations in the background with some confetti. So you'll see it in a little bit. It's really, really simple to do. When you are in presentation mode, you're not going to see the tools to make all these changes and things like that. So play around with it, right? If you're making a workbook, change everything around. Like everything is editable. And if you make a mistake or if something moves and you don't like it, just hit Control Z. So Control Z is your undo button, or hit the undo button and you undo it and then you try it again, right? So it's just really like play around with it. There are so many features on here. So when you click on a presentation, when you click on duration, so this little button here that says duration, you're going to get this play button here on the side. When you hit the play button, it's going to show you what it looks like in a video. So I'll show you a couple of seconds of it so you can see what I did. And then I'll show you how to download it. These little pieces here are, what do you call it? Transitions, right? So a transition from one to the other, same like you have in all other editors. There's a ton of different ones. You can change them if you want to, right? So here's the transitions, right? So all the different ones that you can add. But that's what that one is. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit play so you can just kind of see a little bit of what that looks
like. We are super excited that you're here. We want to make sure that you can see this meeting translated into whatever language that you would like. So if you'd like to have the closed captioning translated into your language, please click on the CC button and choose your respective language to see those translations.
So that's it, right? So it translated on its own because it's a video. So here I'm going to show you here too. Here's our another piece, another video. I also removed
very big welcome. Thank you all so much for being here with us today to celebrate our multilingual learners. We will be celebrating two groups of students. One group of students are students who have leveled up. That means they continue to grow and develop their English proficiency, and we want them to know that their hard work is not unseen.
Today, we want to recognize those students that are being reclassified, meaning exiting the English language program. We want to note.
All right, so I just kind of also want you to notice that I have music and I also have them speaking. So this bar here at the bottom, oh yay, go. Play around with it later. This bar here at the bottom is the music that I added. You can always detach that. So there's like, if I click on the video and I right click, I can extract the audio and delete it. So I do that a lot with my own videos. Like if you've noticed, if you watched any of the videos that I do, there'll be like something that I'm doing, like maybe showing off a bag or something like that, and I take the audio out of that, and then all you can hear is me talking through it from my video that I'm uploading. And that's because you just extract the audio and delete it so you can't hear it. Another thing is if you wanted to make it faster, right, there's the playback speed here at the top for any video. You can make it faster, or
today
you can
we want to
make
recognize.
or you can
Today we want to recognize.
Yep. So you can make
those
it slower.
Students that are being reclassified, meaning exiting.
You can crop it, right? That's the size. Oh man, I wanted not to show the. You guys saw my beautiful coworker's face. And edit video. You can change the length
The
here.
English
You can
language
trim
program.
it.
We want to note and emphasize that in order for them to do that.
All right, there's some things. I wanted to show some more. Oh, this is all Canva. So notice the confetti here. Here's the principal.
And I just wanted to congratulate you for the hard work that went into becoming reclassified as fluent English proficient.
All right, so that, and you see the confetti falling. You can do that too. Those are all pieces here. Those are elements within Canvas. So notice all the confetti here, right? That's where I got it from. So when you search for something like confetti, see they show up, and all you got to do is just add them to your presentation, and then when you play, or when you're playing that video, it'll play wherever you put that in. So if you don't want it to be right in the front, you can change the position to go to the back, right? You can move it forward all the way to the front. So you can change the position of that around so that it shows up where you want it in reference to your video, right? So maybe you want it in your background, or maybe you want it in front of your face. So that's up to you. But again, the elements, there's tons of them. If you wanted, I don't know, fireworks, right? I think I have one with fireworks. There's a bunch of different firework ones. There's music here. There's audio, right? That you can use. So do you transfer direct from Canva to YouTube? I download to my device, Didi. So I download to my device and then to YouTube. And honestly, it's because I have so many accounts linked into my computer. So I have my personal computer, I have my personal email, I have my teaching email, I have my college email because I'm working on my master's, and then I also have my Pixel Art Mysteries and Education group. So I have those 4 different accounts all in this computer. So it gets all discombobulated from YouTube to YouTube since they're all Gmail accounts. So I download, and then that way I'm always working on my personal YouTube, and then I save that video on an external drive. So I don't keep it. I just upload it to YouTube, and then eventually I delete it. But if you have just one account that you use for everything, maybe going directly to YouTube works. I just don't know. I've never tried it myself because of how it works on my computer with all the different accounts. All right, so I kind of think that's all I wanted to show, right? It's just to remind you of how powerful Canva is, and how I think the easier way to work on it, maybe we can have a work session coming up, like the next one, because this is kind of like the last summer one since we're all going back to work. Next weekend is my last weekend off, and then on Monday I start working again the following Monday, so I have another week left. But I'm still gonna keep going live for like my teacher content, and maybe we can have a work session on the how about the 11th? I think I'm going to do it on the 11th. So next weekend before school starts, we can have a Canva work session where if you have any questions, bring them in. If you can make it on the 11th, then join the Facebook group. It's always going to be linked below on all of these videos. If this one will take a little bit because it's going to have to upload, and again, internet from the hotel, but go to one of my previous lives and join that Facebook group, and then leave me the questions, because I'll make sure to answer them. Like if it's a teacher question, it's a teacher question. If it's like a YouTube question, that's fine too. So I think the best thing is, if you don't have the pro version and you're a teacher, sign up for it now so you have access to it. Play around with it, and then let me know if you have any questions. And if you're a YouTuber and you're willing to pay for it and you're interested in it, then I would sign up. Same thing, play around with it, and bring me questions if you have them. I do want to show one more thing though, and then I'm just gonna go off and work on my the thing that I needed to work on for work. But another design element, let me close this one out, is reels, right? So like YouTube short. You're gonna see all the templates that show up here. You can literally put a video background on here. These quizzes ones I love. Like if you wanted to do a quiz. And it's all made for you. You can edit every little piece of it. It's super simple. Let me show you one. Like this one. So I'm gonna go to customize this template for, like, would be a reel, right? Maybe you're doing your own. Oh, DDU, that you do a lot of vlogs, right? For when you go on your cruises, right? So notice how there's like a video here in the background. All you gotta do is just delete it. Notice how it turned like that, and then you add your own. See if I have a video up here. All my stuff, I use this a lot. Let's go to videos. Oh, this is one of Candy's videos. Her inventory. Like, there it is. How cool is that? And then you just share, and you can download. It automatically suggests as an MP4 video. So as long as it's a video, it'll play as a video. Just like the thumbnail, yeah. The thumbnail you should download as a JPEG, so JPG or PNG for a thumbnail, and then for a video, MP4. Like, how easy is that? And then let's say, like, you don't want this noise on the background, right? You could just go to extract audio and then delete the audio, and then you can add music in the background. So, like this one. Let's put this one. Celebration music. I don't want to play it for too long because I don't want, like, copyright or whatever, right? But yeah, you can let Canva pick and you don't get it wrong. But isn't this so, like, how awesome is that? Now this is a silent video though. Now it took the audio out. Let's say you only wanted oh, this is another one. So let me go back, right? This is the extracted audio, right? And let's say you just wanted a piece of it. So I'm gonna go here, right click, and then I'm gonna go to split the audio. And then, like, I don't know, maybe you said a cuss word or something. So you could just literally take pieces of the audio off. I just shrunk the audio. Split. And then maybe this video is too long. You don't want it to be that long. You don't want it to be a whole minute because it's too long for a short. So I'm going to go to here and I'm going to trim the video. Or maybe I want the whole video to show, but I want it to be played faster. So the playback speed, I'm going to change it to double time. So now it just goes faster. It's just sped up. But I mean, Didi, like when you record also for YouTube, you can also bring that video into Canva and then split it into pieces like that too. So that you can edit your video within Canva, and you can add all kinds of little things to it if you wanted to, with transitions and all that. And then at the end, all you got to do is just download it. Right? Here's all the things that you can upload directly if you wanted to. Right? Like share on social media. You can share directly to YouTube. Again, I don't have mine set up. But super simple. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Eventually I'll go through and I'll delete these because I don't need them. But this is what I was working on. This is the presentation that I'm going to be creating for my teaching one. These are all the math specific resources that I'm going to share. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this same template that I have here so that it looks consistent, and I'm just going to duplicate this page. I'm going to move it to the side. Oop. Literally just drag and drop. Presentations are so easy to work with. And then from here, I'm going to add the different resources that I have. So, word walls. Oh. And I can delete all these. And then the next one is graph a day. I've been playing around with that and have used some of it. Oh no, that's okay. It's totally okay. And then I really want, it's kind of hard to talk about like the teacher content in a live when there's not a lot of questions, and I didn't really have a heading. I did have what I wanted to show for the state testing workbook that I already shared, but I don't have access to it until Monday, so it's just kind of answering questions. Graph a day will be the next one. I'm going to duplicate. And then the next one that I have is writing about math. I just didn't want to not go live. And I think the most important part when it comes to Canva is getting the word across. Like, a lot of teachers are so intimidated by it, just like by all the features, but it's so much more. A lot of us are used to PowerPoint, and it's so much more user friendly because all you got to do is type it. Like, their search bar is so powerful. It has so just search and then start with that, and start removing stuff and adding things. Like learning through playing is not difficult here for that specific, for our teaching needs. Challenge cards. And that reverse button, yeah, Control Z, man. That undo button. You know, it's like when you learn that it's there, it's just whatever. If you make a mistake, you go back. So I'm going back to my uploads because I already have a bunch of these to add my images. Yeah, talk to you later. I think if I don't have any more questions, I'll probably end it in a little bit, but I am going to be working through this presentation that I have for Monday, so I'll probably just stick around for a few more minutes. And then go back to my vacation. My daughter wants to go to the pool, so she keeps poking her head in here. She's waiting on me. Thanks for being here, Dee Dee. And Cam, I know Kim already left, but Cammy, thanks so much for joining. And everyone else that's here as well. I appreciate it. But we're coming up on that hour, so and I'm just leaving. I know that it still shows 2 viewers. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm just working here, but I'm probably just gonna put the ending soon screen as I finish a little bit of the work. If you see anything that you would like for me to share, again, just feel free to ask in the Facebook. Don't be shy. Just let me know. Hey, Jorgelina, I saw your parabola day activities. Do you mind sharing? And then I'll be more than happy to. So yeah, I'll be sharing those as well. If you're here on the replay, thank you. Make sure that if you have any questions for future work sessions, just write them down, send them over, and I'll make sure to answer them next time that I cover Canva. But yeah, let's see each other on the 11th.